Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, you guys. June 17th, we are just moving right along. Oh my God, we only have a few more days left of the Mercury in retrograde. Are you guys ready for this? We have the summer solstice coming up on June 21st. That's going to be a very powerful time, you guys. And then we will also, the very next day, Mercury comes out of retrograde on the 22nd. Man, this is like the time we've all been waiting for. Everything has been screwed up. All communications have been haywire. People falling into deception. Like, it's just been freaking crazy, but it's really shown a lot of, people's true colors, unfortunately, so we've had to see a lot of that going on. A lot of truths revealed, though. Yes, hasty energy. June 17th, Spirit, please show me June 17th. Okay, not feeling very victorious. Wow, Three of Swords for June 17th. Oh God, you guys, this is horrible energy. King of Wands in the past. Okay. Oof. Eight of Wands, so delayed communications. Wow, Ace of Pentacles even in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. Emperor in the upright. Whew. Four of Swords in the reverse. I'm kind of glad those ones are in the reverse. And the outcome is the Ace of Swords in reverse. You guys, I don't have any of my cards in reverse, by the way. You can tell. The blue is at the bottom, the pink's at the top. So for these to actually come out in the reverse, it's because Spirit is literally flipping them. And then we have the World card. I love the fact that we have the World card. You guys are trying to end cycles. You've been really patient. You're trying to end cycles. You're like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I've been hurt long enough. This is the Emperor. The Emperor is like, I'm ready to sever ties with anybody who is mocking me, anybody who is being cocky. Like, I am done. I'm pulling back my communication because I am tired of people who have been hasty and selfish. This is somebody who's been really cocky. I feel like you're dealing with a very cocky individual and they're very hasty at, it's like, look at how he sits there. Spirit just showed me that cocky energy, right? Look how he sits there all just like a, oh God, what is that? There's a cartoon. It just oh, yuck. I just got it in my head, but it's just like that slob, where this person just, I don't know. I'm getting that energy with, the Three of Swords here, the Six of Wands here. It's like a yucky energy. And so I feel like, there's no, like, because one person isn't communicating, someone else is lashing out. Somebody here is done investing in a certain situation. You're just done. There was heartache, and it's like you're taking back control of your life. I look at all these cards, and the two cards that stand out the most to me, actually there's three, okay, is the Temperance card, which is not even in the reading, but it's right underneath the World card. So needing to have patience, for a lot of you, you were feeling off balance, but, the World card says, I'm ending this cycle. I'm not doing this anymore. For some of you, you're traveling. The Emperor here, this is about, and the fact that he's in the upright tells me he's not putting up with any more fuckery, okay? He's here, he's watching over his kids, he or she, mother or father, does not matter. This is an Aries card, so you could be dealing with an Aries. And that's really all I'm seeing here. The World card can be any one of the fixed signs, so Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. And then, if we want to go even further back, we've got the Sagittarius card here. Other than that, that's the cards I'm seeing. I feel like people here are in over their head. I feel like there's like miscommunications, and you know what? The wires are crossed. Okay. I'm really seeing that. I'm seeing today as being a real hiccup in communication with the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Four of Swords, the Ace, all of those in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like there's no clarity. There's no clarity. Someone here is like, the fact that the only swords card that is in the upright is the Three of Swords, he's just like, I think he's heartbroken. For some of you, you're going through heartbreak because of your children. Because I'm looking at how they're looking over at each other. The Emperor is like looking at that broken heart. And what's standing between him and the broken heart is the two kids right there. So maybe it's your two children. Maybe you're, brokenhearted over your children. Maybe, it's because, and this could be an argument. And it's like, and I'm seeing that there's mass arguments between, everybody right now. I mean, people just going off the fucking handle. And that's because we're in Gemini season. And so Gemini, people are running their mouths. It's like funny. People will run their mouths on text messages or online. But you see them in public and they're just like, boop, I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? So, keep that in mind too, you guys. But, I feel like Ace of Swords, yeah, there it is. There's worry. The Ace of Swords is like, I don't have any clarity. I don't know what to do. And then look, you've got the King of Pentacles here. You've got the Hanged Man and the Nine of Swords. This is stress, worry, sacrifice. Two aces here, and they're both in the reverse. Which, I'll tell you, even when I see reversals like this, it's like something from the past is not done yet. It's like something still needs to be wrapped up. Something still needs to be wrapped up. Yeah, Chariot, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Wow. Somebody wanting to charge in and offer you some type of a relationship. So this could also be somebody who's wanting to come in, and this is a whole nother story. Sorry, you guys, I just went into a whole nother thing. Somebody wanting to come in, and they could be, wanting to invest in your business. This could also be somebody wanting to invest in a vehicle. I wouldn't suggest that during a Mercury retrograde, okay? You will end up with buyer's remorse and you will end up screwing yourself over. Do not buy or sign contracts during a Mercury retrograde. That's why all these swords are in the reverse. You need to wait until more closer to July to make these decisions, because right now it is not the fucking time to be buying a car. So keep that in mind, you guys. You're being hasty by just running in and doing it. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's something here you're not seeing. There's something here. The Ace of Pentacles, it's like, I don't know what to invest my time, my energy. There's something that is being hidden. I feel like you're going to have to use your intuition. It's like somebody here is, looking out upon the horizon to see what it is that they're going to invest in. Time, energy, effort, health, wealth, all of those things. The fact that you have 2 4s here tells me it could be a home. Okay, we've got the Emperor and the Four of Swords here. Okay. For some of you, I just feel like, oh, wrong way. For some of you, you could be dealing with an authority figure. For some of you, it's like you are on the defense. You are trying to stand up for yourself. You are like, I'm not kidding, I feel like you're just not offering anything to anyone. You're kind of keeping to yourself. The High Priestess, she stays to herself. She has all the answers. She just chooses not to give them. Sometimes some people just need to go through what they need to go through. What is it that you're not making a decision about? Okay, well, the Devil and the Strength card together, side by side, having to have strength. I feel like you're of two minds. You know, you're of two minds and you're trying to stay strong and you're trying to learn from this situation. But I feel like it's almost like, oh my God, the devil has got me. So it's like you go back and forth. I almost feel like this back and forth, especially with the Two of Swords. You know, in the upright, she's using her intuition. You know, because she could put those swords down at any point in time. Those swords are heavy. She chooses to hold on to those swords. So it's almost like you're choosing to not make a decision. For some of you, you've made the decision. And it's taken a lot of courage for you to make that decision. And I feel like for some of you, somebody here is going to offer you something. And I think it's going to be very scary. I think that, you know, it's taking a lot of courage for this person to do so. Emperor. Yeah, some of you guys were hurt in love. Yeah. Three of Swords. Maybe this is third-party situation, you and two other people, but this has to do with love. You know, oh, you got hurt. You know, your heart is broken. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you could be a mother. I'm going back to that mom vibe. I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with child issues, or they're just fucking childish issues, you know? And I feel like it's a cycle. That's what the world is. It's a cycle, and it's cycling back for you to just end it once and for all, for you to take back control of your life. I'm really getting that. Yeah, somebody, you know, I think that the wires have been crossed, and somebody here thinks that you're being sneaky, okay? Tower came down, and that's why this communication stopped. So you just went back to work. You're like, I'm not working on this sneaky shit. Like, this is just sneaky behavior. So I feel like you're being very strategic, too. You know, you're just working on your work. You're just keeping your nose to the grindstone. 2-8 says news that can change the relationship. But I do feel like a relationship has been changed here. I feel like there's been fights, arguments. I feel like it is, like I said, it's Gemini energy. It's of two minds. It's like, you know, if you're so used to being, you know, using your intuition, now you're probably using your logical mind, right? It's like, because we have Mercury retrograde in Gemini, its own natural home sign, you're going to flip-flop in your mind, okay? So it's like you're either really realistic or you're not, you know? Some of you, it's like, I'm trying to be understanding, but it hurts. I feel like it hurts. This is very painful. I also feel like if this is a love situation, someone here is looking at their past heartbreak. They found someone that they actually really care for. They see like they would like to have a partnership with this, but they're afraid. Maybe this person's been cheated on, you know, or there's some type of a third-party involvement. Or they just went through a recent breakup and they're not quite sure that they want to go through another relationship at this time. Dude. Yeah, this Emperor is making the final judgment call, okay? The Emperor makes the final judgment, and then you've got the Karma card, which would be the judgment card, right? So it's like, you know, he's looking at it, and he's like, you know, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. He's got everything he needs, you know, he's got his, you know, nice clothes, but he's making a final judgment call. Do I want to reconcile or not? Like, I'm happy on my own. But then there's like all these other things, and it's like you need to narrow these things down. And I feel like with the Emperor, he's got a lot of things that he needs to narrow down. He's got a lot of things that are coming at him. There's a final judgment. That's what I'm getting here. You know, relationship regardless. I feel like, you know, and maybe that's why there's this argument or there's some time of heartbreak, is because there's a lot coming at this Emperor. There's a lot coming at this Emperor. 7 Cups. And he doesn't need the extra added stress. I know. You know what? It's funny because I'm also an Aries, right? I'm an Aries ascendant. And I'm going through that. I can actually relate to that right now. It's like I've got, family members coming at me, and I'm trying to make some serious decisions right now. Like, I have to be out of my house in like 2 weeks, okay? Less than 2 weeks. It's the 17th. I have to be out by the 30th. I have no fucking clue where I'm living. I've got family members coming at me, fucking throwing daggers at me, because I guess I'm such a horrible person. I'm like, what you see here is what you get. I'm nothing different at work than I am outside of the house or outside of my office. And it's like, I have all these things coming at me with these eclipses, and I'm sure you guys can relate. You got to move, and you've got work. I own a fucking business that I've got to keep afloat. I've got a YouTube channel that I got to keep afloat. I've got, my personal life that I would like to have one fucking day, a love life, and then it's like, then I have kids, and I have da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, I need to narrow them down to just one or two things. And I feel like that's what we're all being asked to do. And that's like, and then there's some type of and that is, look, the eclipsed energy. We had the Sagittarius full moon eclipse, and then we just had the new moon eclipse in Gemini. That, just because it left the other day, doesn't mean that we're not still going through it. It's the ripple effect that we're dealing with. So I can totally relate to this. So for myself, yes, I stopped talking to everybody. And then because I'm not talking to anybody, because I've got things that I have to deal with, and I don't have time to deal with their shit, I'm a horrible person, and I need to go to counseling. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is ridiculous. I just have to move. That's a stress. I don't want to be homeless in 2 weeks. Like, I'll have an office space, but there's so many things coming at people, and people are about the eye. They're not seeing what other people are going through. There's a lot of selfish energy going on right now. And you're either being a healthy selfish, which is saying, listen, like, the people that are fighting with me have a stable roof over their head. They're not worried about having to move again. They're not worried. And the fact that I live in Hawaii, look on Hawaii and see if you can find any fucking rentals. And I have a cat, and that's non-negotiable. I'm not getting rid of my fucking cat for a roof over my head. It's stressful. So keep that in mind when you guys are badgering and bitching at people about how rough your fucking life is. Ask yourself, do I have a roof over my head? Is that being taken, for granted? Do you have food on the table? Do you have a lover next to you? Or do you have family? Do you have friends? Do you have your, for me, I like to be in solitary, because especially right now, because of look at all the stress. It's not worth it, you guys. So try and get back to having fun, because this is terrible. I'm not going to lie. You go from the ace, 2, 3, 4 of swords, knight of swords. You got to end the cycle at some point. So it's like you have to pick and choose your battles wisely. And that's what the emperor does. He picks and chooses his battles. And that's what you guys are being asked to do. Really look around, and whatever is knocking you off balance, get rid of it. I don't give a fuck if you got to put your own family on the back burner because they're causing you strife. And twice I see these kids. Some people are just selfish, and they don't see what everybody else is going through, because what they're going through is more important than what you're dealing with. And I'm speaking from experience, right now. This Gemini new moon really brought out the worst in a lot of people. So either people are getting really good, like awesome epiphanies, and there's a lot of optimism in the air. Don't get me wrong, I'm optimistic. Like, everything will work its fucking self out. I'm just not going to be a part of it, because I've already graduated. I'm the emperor, right? Be the emperor. Don't get caught up. Yes, it fucking hurts. But sometimes you got to come out of the Queen of Pentacles energy and really stand in your masculine. Sometimes that's what needs to step up even further to the plate right now. Put your armor on. See how he's got his armor on? She has no protection. So she went from being the Queen of Pentacles, which is kind and offering and giving and how can I help you, to you hurt me, I'm turning into the Emperor. Now I'm taking back control of my own fucking life. And that's how people are doing it right now. Like, I feel like the Emperor still has that, soft feminine side, male or female. But because of everything that they're dealing with, I feel like they've had to make a decision. Like, I will reconcile with you later when I'm not going through so many different things. And I feel like you just have to give yourself permission to step away from that. And I'll be honest with you, anything that happens around an eclipse, there's no going back to it for 6 months. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, these people aren't going to fucking hear you. Okay? So you can quit wasting your breath. And I almost feel like you can be hasty as fuck. Okay? Like the Knight of Swords. But look at this. The King of Wands is like just sitting there going, come at me, bro. Like, I dare you. Because again, I feel like somebody here in your life is being extremely cocky. Or this is you. So make sure that you are not on this side. Because this is a really shitty place to be. And this is your challenge. It's a double-edged sword. And some people don't even realize that they're being deceptive. You know, they don't realize it. Like it's right, especially right now with Mercury retrograde, and it was Kazini to that eclipse. It's like people don't even realize. And then it's also squaring Neptune. Neptune is the dissolver of boundaries. Neptune is, illusions, delusions, fantasies, mental institutions, sorrow, depression, sex, drugs, alcohol, codependent relationships, right? And it's in Pisces with Jupiter. It's expanding. Children. I said children. I just shuffled. You guys saw me doing that. Children. For some of you, this is a fight with your children. Or you're fucking acting like children. Knock it off. Spirit, please show me. Yeah, so Jupiter's expanding Neptune now in Pisces. So you're either like working on your spirituality. You've got really good, work ethic, you're trying, you're getting all these downloads from spirit, all those things, or you're getting caught up in the fucking illusion. You are like making mountains out of molehills. You are being selfish and you need to learn how to let go. Like that's your own pain that you're holding on to. Spirit, please show me love life for June 17th. Yeah, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other without being hasty. Because if somebody comes in and continues to be hasty, they're just going to get hung up on. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Nobody is going to allow you to keep fucking stabbing them in the heart. Okay, when I've got the Eight of Wands, which is, text messages, emails, phone calls, all of that. Somebody coming in just blazing in, and causing pain. It's like unnecessary abuse is what this is. And all because of selfishness. Heart-to-heart conversations. Somebody here, like I said, they're not going to listen. June 17th. What did I say? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay? Maybe it's your addiction to the past. Always wanting to talk about the past. Some people don't like to look at the past. Myself included. I'm a fucking Aries. I'm like future forward. The rear view mirror is so much smaller than the fucking windshield. You ain't going that way. Turn around and look forward. People talk about, I'm going to go into my Akashic records. I'm going to go into my past lives. Who fucking cares about your past lives? Why do you care so much? Why don't you start working on your karma for your future life? That would be so much better than you sitting here dwelling on things that happened in multiple lifetimes before. Start working on creating your karma now and putting into that Akashic record bank. Think about all the good things that you're doing. Or think about all the, people that you're setting healthy boundaries with. That goes into your future life. So many people are like, I need to go figure it out in my past. No, you fucking don't. Stay out of there. The addiction to the past. For some of you, you're dealing with an alcoholic, just all of those things. I said reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Somebody wants to come in and have a conversation with you. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Somebody wants to come in and have a conversation with you. I feel like this person could very well be codependent on you. Again, children are very codependent. Now they start to see, oh, okay, well, actually, you know, mom was, or dad wasn't that bad, you know, because this can be mom or dad. The Emperor. Again, it's a general reading. So I feel like, oh, you know, they're not that bad. And actually, they did help me out a lot. So I'm going to go back. It's like, no, you don't just get to come back. Like, you have to actually offer something up. A commitment to getting yourself better. And I feel like if you allow somebody to keep coming back in and reconciling with people who are codependent on you, whether that be for sex or money or security or any of those things, you're just showing them that they can continue to do that. That's where you have to learn how to end the cycle. Especially if this is a Mercury retrograde. You know? Like, it's Mercury retrograde. Do you really want to reconcile with people from the past? Ask yourself, why did this person walk away in the first place? For some of you, like, the whole day is rounded up with reconciliation. I feel like some people, you're waiting on somebody to travel in to come and see you. You're reconciling with old friends. You guys need to be careful not to, you know, booze it up, you know, drugs, whatever. Not the time to be doing that kind of stuff, especially if you're depressed, which I'm seeing pain, heartache, sadness, a lot of in your head energy. You could do something hasty and stupid. Not gonna lie, I am seeing that here. I don't feel like today is a day where you really want to fuck around. Okay? This could only be for a few different people, but this could also be for multiple people, especially with it being Mercury in retrograde. So as much of it sounds like, it does sound like I mean, it's not going to be for everybody. I hope, you know, I hope this is not for anyone, honestly, but I'm still going to put it out there because somebody needs to hear this message. Let's try and get some love messages out of this. Spirit, please show me their love life for June 17th. Okay, we got 2 of them. Yep, there it is. Healing. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And that's not even just romantic, okay? I feel like whoever it is that you're wanting to reconcile with, I feel like there needs to be some type of healing. Send that person healing vibes. I'm not talking about your fucking exes. I'm talking about the people who are, like, for me, I have to send out my loving vibes to the people who continue to attack me. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm not dealing with it. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. That's what the world card is. Changing cycles. Like, I'm getting off this fucking merry-go-round. I'm moving on. So life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I feel like, you know, honestly, everybody's wanting the answers right now. Again, people are wanting stability right now. This one is coming out. Yep, it wanted to show itself. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. You guys, I cannot make this shit up. I'm going to read that again. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And Spirit wanted that card to show up. It wants you guys to quit looking at the past. I feel like you have guides and angels. You have ancestors that are, you know, trying to help clear this and clean, you know, I feel like we're dealing with a lot of ancestral karma right now. So family karma and that kind of shit right now. Do I feel like this is, you know, twin flames and soulmates and things like that? Absolutely not. I feel like this is family dynamics for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. It can be ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, you know, whatever, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, you know, whatever it is. Put it where it fits. But at the same time, I feel like there needs to be forgiveness. There needs to be some type of conversation. But I feel like if your conversation keeps being directed to the past, somebody here is going to walk away from the conversation because they're not dealing with it anymore. Okay? You can't keep doing that to people. It doesn't feel good and they don't like it. Anyway, you guys, forgiveness means everything. You learn how to forgive, you end this cycle. That's all it takes. So good luck. And if you guys need help with that, all my information is in the description box down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. You know I appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. I wish I had better news for you, but it's one more obstacle for us to overcome, and eventually we'll end the cycle. Take care. I love you all. Bye.